Gentlemen, at 16 I asked myself this one question. Is it possible to achieve everything I want by the time I turn 18? I spent 3 years finding out exactly that. And the answer is yes and no. Yes, because the 16-year-old me would look at where I am right now and think I'm the coolest motherfucker alive. And no, because the 18-year-old me now has a vision so large that I'm not even close, and everything that created that gap, that distance between who I was and who I'm becoming now, started the day I moved out of my parents' house at 16. If you don't already know me, my name is Priyanshu Radia, I'm 18, and I help cool founders build tasteful personal brands that acquire clients through what I like to call the identity funnel. And for this video, here are 10 things I learned in these 3 years that made me over $10,000 at 18 and put me on a trajectory for $100,000 at 19. First and foremost, before we get into anything else, was the identity shift for me. Identity is not something that you're born with, nor is it something that you develop. It's a decision, and decisions are made. I remember being that 16-year-old kid who barely knew anything and who exactly did just one thing, that was to execute on something that he thought would work. But eventually I figured out a way to get the things that I want before I'm there. And that was through just imagining myself right there. And that's exactly what I did before shooting this video as well. I imagined myself here at a really nice place, recording this video, telling you guys each and every learning that I've got since the past 3 years towards building this whole person that I am today, right? The second point that I'd love to dive deep is that your parents don't always know what's the best for you. They love you. And if you love them, you'll need to make those decisions that make sense to you for them to respect the man that you're becoming, not the man that they currently feel safe with. There have been times where I've been a stubborn kid not agreeing with something that they feel is the best for me because I've envisioned myself at a certain stage with the decision that I take, and if that vision is so good for myself and I know for a fact that it is something that is gonna happen, I'll not listen to them. Not because I don't want to listen to them, it's because I know for a fact when I listen to myself, I know where I'm gonna go, and they will end up respecting the fact that I took that decision. That pattern for me has always repeated, that I take a decision that goes against my parents, and eventually that turns out to be the good decision, and then they are like, okay, you know what, you're doing good. You are the man that you say that you are, and you are sticking by your words, so we don't really mind. We're proud of you. And that is gonna happen, but that takes a certain amount of courage, and that takes a certain amount of believing in yourself that your reality needs to match the level of ambition that you have. And that takes me to the third point, be shameless. I know for a fact that most of you think that I come from a rich family. I know it for a fact, and I love it, but I don't. The sole reason I am the way I am and the things that I've done in these past 3 years has solely been because I've been shameless and cringe towards the things that I wanted to do, and I would literally talk to anyone and everyone to get as much information as I can and implementing it in my life, and that's where I am where I am. I'm not saying I'm at the place that I want to be, but where I am is something that I'm genuinely proud of, and I genuinely believe that anyone can do it, but you need to fucking get rid of that shame. If you do have shame, you'll always worry about the next person, what he thinks about you, and you'll never take that decision, and you'll never take that step that you really need to take and want to take just because the next person thinks you're putting in so much effort and you're failing continuously, and he's still going and he's such a stupid motherfucker. But if you're comfortable with failing every single day, it's a game of patience, and it's a game of going after it all one step at a time. All you give a fuck about is your vision. The point being, I refuse to let my circumstances get in the way of the things that I can access. It has never and it'll never be about the circumstances that you're born with. It'll always be about the dog that you have in you for you to get the things that you want. And that's why you need to be shameless. And that takes me to my fourth one, take high leverage risks. What I mean by that is there'll be certain risks, there'll be certain decisions that you will have to make that might not feel the best way for you to spend money. That could be paying an insane amount of rent, that could be paying for your expenses, that could be going out on a trip, or that could be mentorships, investing in something. But what you need to realize is when you take those high leverage risks, you put into a position where you need to either make it work or it's fucking game over. When I turned 18, when I started making my own money, I knew for a fact there'll be a certain few expenses that I'll incur that that by the end of the month, probably I won't have any kind of money. But I still did it, and I, for a while, didn't have the amount of money that I wanted to have. But then it skyrockets because, okay, you know for a fact that if you don't make money the next month, you probably won't be able to pay rent, you probably won't be able to pay your expenses, you probably won't be able to order food. These high leverage risks, when you put yourself into them, they force you to become better, and they force you to take the decisions that you need to take for you to make a shit ton of more money. Of course, these decisions will make you extremely uncomfortable, and that's why you take those risks to make sure that makes you uncomfortable for you to reach the position that you want to be in. Because you know for a fact, and I know for a fact, if I stay comfortable right now, and if we stay comfortable right now, we're fucking not going to reach anywhere. The fifth one, and the most crucial one, being the people around you will either make you or break you. The reason why I'm so confident, the reason why I hit the gym, the reason why I work so much, the reason why I go after the things that I really go after, the reason why I enjoy the whole process is because I surrounded myself with the right people. Because they believe in me as much as I believe in myself, and at times even more. You are gonna feed off of the energy that you surround yourself with. And if the energy is fucking insane and you're constantly going after the things that you want to go after while having fun with it, while making mistakes, while joking around, you have that energy around, and all you do is go after it all. I'm the most genuine hearted person when it comes to having friendships. Is my unfair advantage, because of course I am the person who I am, and I love to give, and I wouldn't want it any other way. The sixth one being, either you're growing or you're not. I've been in these scenarios where I've built up a crazy amount of momentum, then lost it all, solely because of the fact that I've gotten comfortable. Every single time these things have happened, it's almost like you're maintaining a certain pace. But if you're maintaining a certain pace, you're always going to lose, because you need to genuinely be constantly on the move towards going up and up and up and up and up. If you've built that momentum, go after it and work more. It always has to be a chase, because if you're not chasing, you're probably gonna get chased, and when you get chased, they're probably gonna zip past you. You'd probably lose. So chase has to be there as a constant, especially at the age that we are in. Don't think about the next person, think about what you have to do and go after it all. This is one of my favorite ones. We all overthink, but don't forget to overthink the best case scenario too. For the longest time, I have been dealing with overthinking, and I still do. But before, it was solely about, okay, what if it doesn't work out? And now it is always like, what happens when it works out? You're gonna feel a certain emotion, you're gonna feel a certain way, and you're genuinely gonna believe that you are that 0.0001% of the humans, because you genuinely are. So overthink about the best case scenario. The eighth one being, better late than never. Never late is better. If you're young, if you're 16, 17, 18, 19, speed and time are your only vehicles at a young age. More than anyone, more than a 26-year-old who's making millions, you have that time abundance that he doesn't. I was 16 when I moved out. I was 16 when I partied and figured shit out. I was 16 when I went out and started having conversations. I was 16 when I fucked up. I was 16 when I fucked up more. I was 16 when I fucked up even more. I was 17 when I fucked up even more. I was 17 when I achieved something. I was 17 when I fucked up again. I was 17 again when I fucked up even more. And I was 18 then eventually, when it all compounded into a flywheel effect. But I still made a few fuck ups, and then again, here I am sitting right in front of you making this video. It's not too bad. And if you genuinely don't realize that this time is the best time that you can use to build so big, probably the next 3 generations won't worry about. And that comes through time and speed, which is exactly what you have. And I say this because I started as early as I possibly could. If I had to do it again, I would even start earlier. The next one being, finish the game fast to play another. The funny thing is, I've written it down here. My goal was never to master one thing forever. It was always to level up fast enough that the next game is bigger than the last one. Every single time you are in a chapter, you should know for a fact that you need to finish it fast to move on to the next chapter. It could be increasing your offer from a certain amount to another amount. It could be moving from one business to another business. It could be moving from done for you to done with you, from done with you into SaaS, and then investing into businesses. The game is endless, but the point is, the faster you play a game and the faster you finish a game, the faster you can move on to another one. And if you do it well, you're gonna win so many games that it genuinely won't matter. All you would give a fuck about is playing another game, because that's what you enjoy doing the most. You are in love with the game. So yeah, play fast, win fast, and move on to the next one. The 10th one, and the one I love the most, do everything tastefully. The way you do one thing is how you do everything, and if you know that you will do everything in a certain manner, you will move a certain way, you will present yourself a certain way, you smoke a cigar a certain way, you will talk to a gentleman a certain way, you will talk to a pretty lady a certain way, you will do business a certain way, you will interact with your clients a certain way, you will respect your decisions a certain way, you'll dress a certain way, and all of that is one signal, which is you're doing everything with such amazing taste. 90% of people just don't know how to speak well, don't know how to dress well, don't know how to present themselves well. I don't know why, but shit ton of people can't. And if you have that advantage, play to it. If you don't, build that advantage. Glad that you guys watched this. I will do a lot more of these. Over time, these will only get better, and I hope you enjoyed this one thoroughly well. Ciao.